When winter hits, you've got to be ready to storm through the most extreme winter conditions. Introducing the LARUE D Series two-stage snowblowers, built to take on any challenge. Rise to the occasion with performance, efficiency, and precision with a choice of ribbon or dual auger conveyor. Select the optimal configuration depending on your work environment. 9 models ranging from 134 to 365 horsepower deliver precision casting combined with a solid stream, better handling, and a more stable ride thanks to unmatched power-to-weight ratio, and gained flexibility by side casting directly from the drum. The LARUE D Series has been designed to reduce operator fatigue, improve comfort, and lower your operating cost. Our LCD multi-language screen helps drivers operate more effectively and focus on the road, and enjoy better visibility thanks to an off-centered spot casting chute combined with an angled hood. All this, plus an optional wireless system to facilitate pairing with your wheel loader. Get the job done with our unique safety, design, and productivity features while experiencing virtually no downtime. Accomplish more by choosing among our many options available to meet your snow removal needs. Hydraulic tilting chute, enabling faster and safer unclogging. Telescopic chute extension for easier truck loading. Steering vane to help maneuver in and out of snowbanks. And LED lighting package, giving you a better view during nighttime operations. Experience ease of use and ease of service so that you can focus on the work at hand. Featuring proprietary safety bolt design so that operations will run smoothly without damaging main components. Gain easy access to hydraulics and engine compartment. Boost the productivity of your snow removal operations with performance and efficiency. Storm through with LARUE.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports. It's a pleasure to have you live at a charge. A little countdown of great action here as we'll get into your starting grid real quick, and then we'll talk about this race that it is and what it's going to be. It is the championship race at Road Atlanta, and the LARUE GT3 Series has been on board with us for the past 9 weeks, and what a series it's been. It is going to be a ton of fun tonight. Road Atlanta on board as these drivers ready. I mean, they're ready. I think they're ready. I'm ready. Gruby's going to be your pole sitter here tonight. Tommy Ryan, your outside pole sitter. Martell, Robert Fryer, you're going to make up row number 2. Paige Azari's going to be out there with William Amshoff. Jonathan Schweikart and Gerald Livingston are going to be there row number 4. Row 5 will be Rich Swavely, Corey Wolf. Jason Lampin's going to be out there with John McCulloch. And row number 6, row 7 will be Chris Progar and Jeff Ryan. Edward Kosher's Burger's going to be out there with Nelson Rivera in row number 8. 16 drivers tonight in the final of these races. Mr. Van Nest, Sim 500, thank you both for the likes and the shares and all the cool stuff that you folks have been doing. Hope you're all having a wonderful night. So we have to update trading paints and get that all worked out. Tonight's race is going to be 30 minutes in length at a 2.52 mile length track here at the Road Atlanta. 30 minutes, again, no fast repair, unlimited sets of tires. They're going to have to pit probably about halfway through this race. That's about the amount of fuel that they've limited to it. If you want to be a part of the next GT3 series, make sure you go to sim500.com and make sure you get out there and check them out. John, thank you for the like, sir. Appreciate you very much. It is the full course here at Road Atlanta. It's going to be a blast. I'm excited to see what the driver's going to be able to do. A lot of shake and bake moments as it would be. The full course configuration consists of 12 turns, and the GT3 series has been nothing but a blast here, as we'll see long straightaways. Basically, the way that I look at this is that this is basically a turkey leg shaped or a chicken leg shaped racetrack. I like it. It's good. It's kind of a weird shape to it, but it's a good track, and it's one of those race tracks that we've absolutely kind of had as a staple throughout iRacing, and it's one of those race tracks that you definitely want to be able to get out there and go to and enjoy the ride in it, right? I think that's one of the biggest things that we see out of it. Sim 500 eSports Racing League. I had to change the layout of tonight over to the more traditional ticker that we use for every other series and every other race. So it's going to look a little different than what it's been looking. I do apologize about that. The other overlay is just not working through. All right, we're up. We're ready. We're green flag. Jacob on tow. Drivers into the corner, turn one. Busy already. Groupie out front, that Ford Mustang. Right behind her, the Porsche. We're going to see Martel trying to push. Tommy Ryan in that Corvette. We'll see drivers try to be aggressive here. Schweikart's going to be in the McLaren. McLaren driving into the corner. We'll see Paige and Zeri right behind. A 621 of the BMW. We'll see Robert Friery in the Porsche right behind. William Amshoff in a Porsche as well. Rich Swavely is going to be driving the mellow yellow McLaren. And some Mustangs already hurting. McCulloch in his Corvette off track here. Little Barbie racing machine. Full send. Get himself back around to work forward. Aaron's another BMW. Nelson Rivera in the lone Mercedes AMG out there. The GT3 series, a ton of fun. Jeff Ryan just ahead of the Mustangs. See the Mustangs do well. How about it? We got ourselves a Lamborghini Huracan in the mix. Corey Wolf, 1997, running 10th right now. Let's go for the Budgie Bird. I appreciate you, dear. Thank you very much to everybody for being out there and showing up and showing out and doing everything that you know is best. Groovy's going to be out front. Close battle between he and Martel. Championship race and Kevin King. We talked to him last week. He was going to miss this week's race. But Kevin King, enough points to carry a championship. But the battle still rages on for the final points in tonight's series. Love to see it. LARUE on board. Again, thank you to LARUE for being the title sponsor of this series each and every week for the past 9 weeks. One of the best snow blowers. That's cool. Mr. Van Ness, you need to find someone to paint your cars and trucks. Well, now I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna state this for the simplicity of things. Now I know that there are a ton of people out there to paint cars and trucks, and I know I do it. I do paint them, and you can reach out to me if you'd like. We do the painting. We do the painting of the cars. We do have Photoshop. I do recommend Amar. Amar Paintworks. He does a great job as well. I will tell you that somebody, if you're really into the dirt scene, the person I would recommend for those as well, it's going to be my good friend Lunatic Design Kigo the Lunatic. He does a really good job as well. So there's a lot to it, right? 2 laps complete, just under 3 minutes as 1:19:39, the fastest lap of the race for your race leader. Drivers up and out of the corner. This is a good chance to see that debris that they've brought into iRacing and see it at its work, and see if it's worth anything. Up through the S's here as the drivers go. I do need to bring over a track map because this setup doesn't have a track map. We'll have to look. Schweikardt having an issue. A little bitty off track there. Yeah, there's the debris right off on the tires. That's crazy. My first chance to get to see it here. It sticks to your tires and it'll throw a little dirt on the racetrack for you. A little bit of gravel, a little bit of marbles, everything. Yeah. All right, car number. We need to make sure that track map is moved down. Give me a moment, folks. Give me a moment. All right. Needs to go down further than that. There it is. Maybe further than that. There it is. All right, that'll work. A little track map for everybody. We can talk about where these drivers are at. Turn 6 is going to be the right-hander that you're going to see coming up here about halfway through the track as they go. 25 minutes left. Had a little bit of change. Turn 7, again, another right-hander. Turn 8 is going to be basically a dog leg as it's a downhill into a long straightaway section. Turn 9 is a dog leg back to the right. This is where they get into the DRS section. Heavy braking zone coming up into the kink, which is going to be 10A and 10B, which is going to be a sharp left-hander and a sharp right-hander. Douglas, thank you very much for the like. There is that turn left and turn right here on board here with that's the number 1 car, Sweetheart. Right-hander is going to be turn 11 and then back into it again onto the front straightaway, turn 12, and then back as they work. The start-finish line looking busy. Up through turn 1, they go. It's an uphill climb, downhill into the turn 2, turn 3 section. It's a left-hander, then a right-hander. Straight back into the corner, up through the S's, or down through the S's. Forgive me on that one. Down through the S's, and then to turn 5 into the straightaway, back to where we were at before. Downhill grind all the way forward, and get ready for the right-hander to set up turn 6. Back half of the racetrack as they go. Page's area runs the fastest lap of the race, 1:19.18. Trying to close in that 4.3 second gap as Page looks pretty darn good out there. A full send momentum, trying to catch up to second. And you see just ahead the BMW looking for that Corvette. Much love to everybody. Hope you're all having a wonderful night. It is getting close to the holiday season. We want to thank everybody for being the coolest cats all around. Brian Raker, thank you for the like as well. Thank you, Mr. Van Ness. Thank you to everybody for being out there. LePan, thank you, Mr. Bradshaw. I think I've said it right all but today, and I do apologize about it. Groovy's going to be out front, and that's 65. Jacob looking for maximum performance here tonight, 46.42 on the iRating here, the Road Series, 28.01 for Tommy Ride. Page Series going to be up 2. Sweetheart's going to be there in that 4 spot up 3. Biggest mover of the race currently, as we'll see drivers try to do what they can. Elsa Rivera having an off track, jumps to pit road or comes to pit road, as we saw that here on his 4th lap. Down into the corner section, we'll have to take a look and just gets into the back of the 21 there. And then heads into the inside wall. So Nelson getting it worked on. Tommy Ryan losing a little bit of ground. To the 3rd, Paige Azeri closing in. Martel, a little bit of an off track back here. Martel off 11 spots here. As Matt Martel went off track on his 3rd lap. Oh, Page got into the back bumper of the 21. This is what they talk about. Had to stop here. There's that gravel that we were talking about. It's one of those moments. Had to stop for the penalty, and then got rolling again. So a lot of ground to be caught up here for Martel. We know Page did not mean to do that, I don't think. Getting into turn 1. The heavy braking zone. I'm sorry, that wasn't even turn 1. Where was that at? Here, one more time. Now we're getting into turn into the turn 10A and 10B. Just hard to make those braking zones work when you're carrying that much speed. Just a small mistake from Page here. Tommy Ryan rolling forward. 19:26 last lap for Jacob here. And the 65, 621's in 3rd, 99's going to be in 2nd. So the top 2 back where they belong. William Amshop just ran his fastest lap of the race last time by at 1:19.44. Fiery at 1:19.59. So the Porsche is looking pretty good. It does look like Gerald Livingston going to do what he can here. Martel just ahead of John McCulloch. Jeff Ryan's going to be up 1. Koshersberger's going to be up 3. Brokart up 2. Looking for a top 10 9 here in the Gulf. 1 Ford Mustang. Love that livery. It's one of my favorites that you're going to see out there. Just an iconic Road Series livery. Jacobs, 1:19.08, fastest lap of the race. This is the last time by. Brokart just ran a 1:20.30, which is his fastest lap of the race. 20 minutes to go as we're seeing a lot of debris kicked off on the side of the tires. It's a good look for him, but a lot can happen if you carry too much debris into the corner. Braking zone here. Tires all warmed up. Under the Motul sign. Down into, again, turn 10. This is where mistakes can be made, but you got to be fluid in that corner. So we'll see how that works. Tommy Ryan still looking 4.7 second deficit here for Paige Haziri. Page 3,077 on the iRating for the BMW. Jonathan, 1185, holding his own here in his McLaren. 04 William Amshoff into the Porsche, and just behind the Porsche Friary, Gerald Livingston in the Ford Mustang, the Canadian. Rolling nicely here, 1,066 on the iRating, 1:20.22. Rich Swavely just ran his fastest lap of the race, 1:20.03. His last time by across the start finish line. The drivers are getting faster as they figured this racetrack out. Koshersberger just ran a 1:20.68. Martel 1:19.99. We'll see if Martel can gather some of those spots back. He is just behind Jeff Ryan as they get through the S's of this racetrack. $18 minutes. Schweikart battling here with the Porsches as they go side by side. The LaRue teammates, 5th and 6th, making the pass on that 4th place car. Turn 10 is going to be busy again. Backing the brakes up here as they both continue to try to press a little harder. Slavely get a little bit faster this last time by. We'll see how he does this time. Gerald Livingston just ahead. Mustang looks good. Tommy Ryan just ran a 1:19.23. Both second and third place are a tenth of a lap faster than your race leader currently. But Jacob, with a little bit of wheel hop there, will have to manage what he's got going on. You see Tommy follow the same line across the uphill section. So they get into turn 6 and turn 7 here. It's a good momentum booster here. You get that downhill section to get into turn 6, turn 7. You just kind of carry it all the way out and back in, similar to what you see. What is that? Turn 5 at the Charlotte Roval. Good take for what they're having. And William Amshoff up 2. Gonna work a little bit harder here. Gerald Livingston ran a 1:19.99. That is his fastest lap of the race last time by. So getting faster. Slavely sees Corey Wolf just behind. The Huracan, number 68. Good luck. So far, so good. Wolf looking for a pass here. Blavely doing a great job of just trying to keep the throttle down in the places that he needs to. Out of the gas. Whoa, tires. You see the debris. A little bit of grass there as well. But these two, good little battle here. Pushing out the Huracan. Into the corner, still looking. out of turn 7, the draft zone here. We'll see if Corey tries to get to the back bumper or tries to make it happen on the inside. Setting up for the left-hander. As we'll see 68 get harder into the corner. Back to the right-hander. Rich Swavely goes back a spot. Sweetheart coming to pit road. Again, the halfway mark is where I expect some of the drivers to come to pit road. Ooh, 65. Almost getting close to cutting the course there, but able to keep the tires on the right side of the marker there. Paige Azeri closing in on Tommy Ryan, the 99, having a great race. Good battles and good closing distance here for a lot of the drivers. Martel, again, just a chance, 1:20.09. Half second the distance on, half second the difference on the time there. Jeff Ryan into the corner, a little Hot Wheels action going on here. Gerald Livingston up 2. And Jeff Ryan up 5 through the fuel cycle here and through the McLarens coming to pit road. 1:24.82 with the pit stop there. No tires for the drivers. I don't think it's a necessity for the tires. The gravel really showing up on these cars. It's really cool. Paige Azeri coming to pit road. See the limiter kick on here. Levi, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Oy vey. You move those sponsors down for everybody. Pit stop coming in. Martel will try to catch up some of this ground here. As we'll see. I was going to say I saw something freeze there. Yeah. I think SDK froze for a moment there. We apologize about that. Jonathan Sweetheart coming around. Groupie's going to be leaving pit road. Fuel only. Paige Azeri is going to be taking over second. See Tommy Ryan. I think Tommy might have had a set of tires checked there. We'll see. Priory takes over third. William Amshoff right behind. So these two really closed in some time. Paige Azeri 4.4, and we'll have to just try to close in. Martel in on pit road. Gerald Livingston is going to be on as well. You don't necessarily need the tires, but you could take them if you wanted to. There is Nelson Rivera again getting the car worked on of that Mercedes AMG. I think it's one of the best looking cars out there, and it's one that's not ran near as often. Mustang out front, 4 3/4. Paige Azeri in second. Needing to close in. William Amshoff. We'll see the Porsches trying to close in. Right behind is going to be Tommy Ryan and Jonathan Sweetheart. Tommy Ryan's been fast all race long. We'll see if he can get around these Porsches and see if he can make short work of it. If not, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Had a top 3 car all night. Thank you, folks, for being out there. I appreciate you. Donnie, thank you for the likes, sir, as well. Much love to you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody giving us those likes. Thank you to everybody who has also been out there on Facebook as well, giving us all that extra support and all that extra love. One thing I will say is that if you didn't see it, we have the blue check mark on Facebook now. We are verified and a verified content creator through Facebook. Went through this. Oh no, the 99 off the track and resets. Man, oh man. Tommy right there. I want to go to the far chase here for just a moment. Just got free in the uphill section here. Just travels a little bit too far out, and that car went sideways. Man, a top 3 night for him. He jumps to pit road. 10 minutes left here, and everybody has been just doing a pretty phenomenal job. It's been a good season. It's been my my way back into the road series calls. Robert Fryery having an issue right there on resets. We'll see here. Oh, it just goes around. Wonder if there's anything building up into that corner. He's going to be on pit road. Groovy's going to be out front. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, they have versions of it where you can pay for it, but I went through the harder process. Uh, 65, 621. The gap, 4.5 seconds. Page running decent lap times here. Amshoff still trying to close in. 5.5 back from Page's area. 10 seconds off the gap of Jacob here. 0.65. Doing what he can. Page up through the S's here. We'll see the drive off and see if she could try to close down any of this this race line. Big opportunity for everybody. We thank everybody for tuning in and being a part of this series. Thank you to LARUE, thank you to Sim 500, and thank you to each and every one of them coming around and just being awesome. Jacob, again, good opportunity here for the Mid-South driver. Let's throw on the best lap times for him was there. Right there. Did that work? Did not work. So the lap times are not working. I don't know what's going on with it. I just try to, do what I do best. Which is kind of guess. Jacob rolling. I want to thank iRacing for putting out that patch today. They did some changes and made some good changes here, and we've been seeing iRacing step up their game to give us great content. Jeff Ryan having an off track just a moment ago. He jumps to pit road. Must have been. Oh yeah, there's the gravel. Oh man, it was a nose hit right into the corner. Gerald Livingston off 4. Going to work his way back in. John McCulloch up a spot here. Koshersberger up 5. Biggest move of the race, tied between he and Corey Wolf. The Huracan going to have that top 5 night. Chris Progar is going to be up 5 as well. He does have Martel right behind him. Martel searching. Still has a little bit of right front damage. That's a good zone to be looking at here. Here they are in turn 6. Let's throw that track map back up for everybody. Turn 7 again. Good straightaway section. Mustangs have a great straightaway speed. William Amshoff just ran his fastest lap of the race. 1:19.13 this last time by. This time by 1:19.58. We'll see the setup here. Into the braking zone. This is a car that brakes so well and has the throttle off. Gonna be right to the inside. Get off to the straightaway. And the moment that the Mustangs get into third gear, that's when the horsepower shows up. But the brakes on these Ferrari or on these Porsches are just absolutely amazing. Lamborghini Huracan in 5th. And Progar doing a great job of leaning on that car. Doing well. 4 1/4, 5.5 left. Tomorrow night, Chop Shop Racing Cup Series back in action. They're going to be out there having themselves a good time. Saturday, we'll be back again with a little Xfinity Series action and our Powder Puff Series. Pretty excited about having that back again Saturday. They're going to be at Michigan. And then Sunday, the AMP Racing Series. It's going to be taking some time. Then we're going to be, I think next week, we're going to be pretty much, I think we're off. We're pretty close to it. No, we got racing next week. It's the week after that we're going to be off. Martell trying to work, trying to get another one of these spots. Wheel hops. Sees the range. Lapping. I'm sorry, LePan. I don't know why I did it again. LePan in the Mustang doing what he can here. We talked about this paint scheme quite a lot this season. Really a good, solid paint scheme. That more simple, right? Running the iRacing number, the 064. 1390 on the iRating. When you're out there and you're testing, folks, that's the number that iRacing gives you, is the number 64. So it's just kind of iconic there. Chris Waveley is going to be up 3. That Mellow Yellow racing machine doing a great job. The two McLarens sitting 6th or better. BMW's inside the top 10. Kosher's Burger is going to be in 10th. Paige Azeri is going to be in 2nd. And then about 5 seconds to gap. Jacob, this could be smooth here. That's all he's got to do. 3.5 minutes left as they start to tick down. Thank you to everybody who's sticking around all season long. We appreciate you very much. Been chatting with old colleagues of mine on the iRacing platform. They've all been catching me up on what they've been doing, trying to find out. Basically, we've been rating people out, and they reach out and say, how you doing? How's your platform? Well, we're still here. We're still doing well, I think. And because we have these great leagues that just, allow us to be us, and we allow them to get out there and put on some phenomenal racing. That's pretty much how it is. They were going to put it on regardless, but, it's been good. Corey Wolf just ran his fastest lap of the race. He's about 2 seconds faster than Jonathan there. We'll see if he's going to be able to try to close in and get one more spot up in the uphill section. Robert Friery left pit road. It's going to be in 13th. Lost 2 laps on that one, but we'll be fine. He'll be fine. Gerald Livingston getting around McCulloch. John's got a cool car, man. I like that paint scheme. Of course, my daughter likes that paint scheme too. So, the old livery. Jacob, 4.8 second gap. Pit road, and once he was on pit road, was able to extend. Page has a pretty phenomenal race. Once the congestion got away, clean air was everything. Is led from the word go. One more lap, I do believe, is all it's going to take. Actually, I'm looking at it correctly. The 65's up through the S's. He'll get another lap in. Paige having a little bit of a blink there. She's fine. Got some cheerful crowds back in the mix there. Good looking racetrack. It's been a fine season. One more time around is what we're going to see here. Unless the old 6.5 basically stands on it here, but that's not something you want to do. 5 seconds the gap. They'll get one more at it. Should be enough time. They will have it. Final lap here for Jacob. 10 seconds as it would be. As the timer will end. Page with an opportunity. Anything can happen on the final lap. As Road Atlanta will show the time expired. Jacob putting on a pretty phenomenal race. William Emshoff holding a solid 7-second gap between he and Paige Azarian in the 621. 5 different manufacturers inside the top 5. Jacob in the Mustang. Paige is going to be in the BMW. William Emshoff is going to be in the Porsche. The McLaren in 4th. Corey Wolf and the Huracan. That Lamborghini, again, just closing it. McLaren 720. About to have a little bit of a battle. Jacob coming around for the final 4 corners of the race. Left-hander, right-hander, 2 left-handers. And we'll come home with the final victory here. A comfortable spot into the uphill section. Jacob and the old 6.5 Milwaukee Ford Mustang gets the win here tonight. Paige Azari's going to come around the final corners as well. Runs the fastest. Jacob runs the fastest lap of the race. The last lap of the race, 1:19.01. Unable to get the 1:18 mark, but still fast car. Paige, a great job. Finishes in 2nd. William Emshoff will come home 3rd. And we'll still see this little battle here for the top 5. And yeah, there it is. Those two putting on a great show at the end. 4th and 5th were Schweikart and Corey Wolf. They wreck at the end. Rich Swavely's going to finish in 6th. Jason LePen will have Procar and Martel right behind him. Those drivers finishing 7th and 8th. Martel was driver had some misfortune. Koschersberger finishes on the lead lap at 10th. Gerald Livingston will be in 11th. John McCulloch will finish 12th. Fryery finishes in 13th as they come around. Mr. Davis, thank you for the like. These drivers finish it up as they get the final time in and the hashtag time in. Race results. Thank you to Sim 500. Thank you to LARUE GT3 Series. Final race of this year. And, the GT3 Series has been a ton of fun to call. Jacob gets the win. Paige in 2nd. Williams going to be in 3rd. John, Corey, Richard, Jason, Chris, Matt, and Ed. Mr. Edward comes home inside the top 10. Gerald finishes at 11th. John McCulloch, the number 10 car, finishes in 12th. Robert finishes in 13th. Jeff Ryan in 14th. Tommy and Nelson out early, but still put in the actual magnificent, I can speak today, magnificent effort today, as this was pretty darn snazzy race. Congratulations to all the drivers. Congratulations to Kevin King as well for being the LARUE GT3 Series 2024 champion of the series. He's out this week, but still a pretty awesome drive for that driver. This race is no doubt the same showcase. Let's talk to Jacob, though, who gets the victory here tonight. Road Atlanta, a lot of fun. Straightaways that go very well that went very well for the Mustang. This is we talk about speed. We talked about it last week, and how the Mustangs just have so much downforce and so much speed with the elevation changes and all the grip that you guys are able to lock in. Man, what a race it was.
Yeah, it's about time we got this number 65 Milwaukee Ford Mustang into victory lane. We've been close a couple times, and we were able to come out strong with the qualified lap, get on the pole, and just able to execute it. So very happy, very fun race.
Clean air, able to keep it close. I watched the closing rate on getting on pit road, just maximizing performance. I mean, that was You kept the same gap to Page that you had going into pit road. So that was kind of the bigger the bigger story about half. When you come in halfway, that's a chance for those drivers behind you to close in, and you're able to just do what you needed to do to keep it rolling forward.
Yeah, this series is fun with, it's just short 30-minute race, but you add in that pit stop, which I think is, really adds something to it. And I do like that. And you have to come in, you have to get on and off pit road fast, clean, and you gotta take the right amount of fuel. You can't sit in there and, you know, take half a gallon or a gallon extra of fuel because that will just kill you. So you got to be really competitive with your strategy there and execute.
That's what I was looking at. About a half second on pit road. It tends to lead 2 seconds on the racetrack.
Yeah, that's good to know.
That's what I was looking at. I was like, what happened here? And then a couple drivers having. I think I want to say the 99 took tires or was close to taking tires. He was on for quite a while. And I know he was up there. Tommy was up there keeping it close to you. That was a good battle early, and especially in early going. I mean, good even spacing of 2 seconds. 2 seconds on this racetrack kind of seems like a distance, but it's not. I mean, you're always within an eye shot of somebody.
Yep, and it just takes that one little mistake. I love this track. This is my home track. It's a couple hours from me. I've been here to watch races. I've done a couple track days, so I've been racing a long time on iRace. So it's a great track. In fact, even Lewis Hamilton said it's in his top 3. And think of all the places that he's been. So very awesome track, very fun to race. You're on an edge the whole time to be fast. So very cool.
How about that gravel update?
Yeah, I did notice it a couple times. Yeah, and it seemed to be flinging off gravel, a couple hundred meters past where I ran through it. So pretty cool.
We were watching it. We were watching drivers pick it up, and then it was disappearing just as quick as it was. It was. I don't know if it's an artifact thing or if it's just something that's not something that stays stationary for a broadcaster. But it's cool to see the debris, but I want to see it. It's kind of how I was wondering how you guys were handling it. Did it feel any different when you were going across the grass, or was it just kind of, or trying to maximize the corner, hitting the dirt, watching the dirt get up on the track, and that was building up a little bit. But did it feel any different? How's the update? Is basically I think what I'm getting at.
I didn't notice any difference as far as the feel, and I can't say as I really felt the debris. So yeah, it was there, but yeah, I don't feel like I felt any loss of grip or anything like that. But not to say that's not there. I'll have to test it some more. But like you're saying, you wanted to see it. I didn't want to see it because I didn't want to test it in the
You don't
middle
want to
of
run
the
it
race.
over. Yeah, I get that. I wouldn't want to run it over either. But I mean, that's kind of the. I don't know. That's the. I guess that's just my take of things. Is if they're gonna add it in there, let's get out there and have some fun with it. So, but nonetheless, man, what a race! Congratulations on the victory. That was a ton of fun. Give you shout outs, brother.
Yeah, thank you. Congrats to the other podium guys, and just want to say congrats to Kevin King. I know he couldn't be here tonight, but I guess he's the inaugural series champion. So that's very cool. Congrats to him. Just give a shout out to my wife Amanda, and to the friends of racing and watching, Ed, Jay, Cheryl, and John. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.
It was fun. It was great time. I liked it. It was. I thought it was great. I don't know what anybody else thought, but it didn't matter to me. I thought it was fun. It's been a great season to be able to watch you guys get out there and duke it out. I know Kevin should have been here. You should get like 4 times the points. No, totally kidding. Kevin was lights out, and so are you this season, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Jacob. Oh, Jacob, how do you say your last name? Am I getting it wrong? I'm probably getting it wrong.
I don't think so. Say it, Groob.
Groob? Okay, well, I've been saying with an E at the end, so apologies about that. But we're gonna call you. We'll call you. We'll call you the 6'5" in the Milwaukee Ford Mustang. It's even better.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you, sir. That's Jacob coming home as your victor. How about William Amshaw coming on P3 tonight? As I think that Porsche was lights on tonight. You and your teammate there for a hot minute. You were working your way through it. What a race you had, man! Congratulations on a podium tonight. Walk me through your race.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. It was a lot of fun. Field was pretty tight. Just tried to hit the spot, stay steady, let everybody else make the mistakes, and take advantage of them.
You were fast, man. Mistakes. You were lights out. Now, okay, you're driving a Porsche, right? And you know that you could get on these brakes. How awesome is it to be able to get into these S's and just wheel it?
It is a lot of fun, man. And even hitting the curbs, letting your wheels or hands hang a little loose and just feeling jiggling back and forth, man. It's just fun.
I tell you what, I'm thrilled at just kind of how iRacing has shaken these GT3 cars up. You know, they've got so many different versions of it. You can almost pick and choose. I like the Porsche as far as the driver's car because it's kind of all around. Some people love different vehicles at different tracks, but the Porsche just seems it just seems to me like you can get on it. I mean, it'll go around on you, but it's a car that's kind of the most forgiving.
It does seem very balanced, at least to me, or I'm just used to it. I know the Corvette, each car is going to drive a little bit different depending on your style, but it just takes a lot of time to learn.
No, I agree. I mean, my favorite, the best looking car I think is the AMG, but nobody really, very few people drive it. My favorite car in real life is the Huracan, but the one I drive is the Porsche.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, the Mercedes sounds really good too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With the engine.
And then the Mustangs, they added them and they look good. Those in that and the Vet, Little American Muscle out there never hurt anybody.
Yeah, sure. There's plenty of fans of them too.
Well, a lot of people are driving them now too. That's what I'm seeing the most in official sessions. It's what I'm seeing. Out of here, out of all the vehicles, what we have? We had 3 Porsches and 5 Fords. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
but I mean,
that's awesome.
It is. And we had 2 McLarens. That's awesome. Metaroot, thank you for the like, sir. William, what did you think of the season, man? This was fun. This has been fun.
I really did have a lot of fun this season. Never really raced in a road series before, and so it's just kind of unique, something different other than just turning left. Rob and John and Matt Martell and Nelson did a great job running and setting up the league. Schedule was fun. Tracks, a lot of people know. Nothing too crazy.
To me, it looks like from a learning standpoint, there's a lot of drivers learning to drive around each other, and then all of a sudden it just took off, and everybody it got closer and closer, even up to this race.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, and it seemed the times got a lot more competitive. Everybody was a lot closer time-wise near the end.
There were a lot of different battles, and you had some battles all race, and it was a great one. William, you're in the 04, man. A little LaRue Porsche action, man. Give a shout-out so you get a P3 finish tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the LaRue snowblowers, man. We didn't quite need it here at Rhode Island, but they do a great job, great company, and they're big in the racing and do a lot for us. So really appreciate them up there.
Yeah, phenomenal job, William. Much love, man. Congratulations on a podium tonight. I'm gonna look at. I have to look at the season standings. That's where I was headed to next.
Yeah, I forgot to say thank you guys for broadcasting everything, man. It's been fun talking to you, watching it back, watching the.
Well, it's only going to get better because if I have the chance to come back at some point, I'm gonna. It's just hey, you finished second in the standings, man.
Let's get it.
That's right. That's it. Kevin Kingston's qualified. He didn't show up. No, No, you were second.
Yeah.
You were second of the standings last week. I'm waiting for an update, but I think you have a good enough point lead. Yeah, I mean you were 128 ahead, even with the win. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, over Jacob.
Yeah, let's see,
He was
250.
fast tonight.
He was.
Couldn't tell if he was just messing with us or what.
I think toward the end he was just saving, and it's the same with when you get to that last lap. It's the same thing with Kev when Kevin was out there. You just want it to be done with, and you kind of push a little harder, and that's what he did. So when he ran the fastest lap of the race on the last lap of the race, he did that because he was like, it was 10 seconds to go when he took the white flag. he couldn't slow down. He had to go. It was crazy. It was crazy. All right, William.
One or two, but appreciate everything, man.
Always, brother. We'll check out the point standings and see how you finish. I think you finished second. I think the math doth math.
Makes sense to me.
Good. All right, that's William coming home P3 tonight and doing a phenomenal job. What a great race it was. Let him have at it. And we thank everybody each and every race. Paige was out there as well. Thank you to the Dog Box crew for jumping on board with us over here at Twitch and being cool with us. Thank you, Mr. Mandarude, for doing what you do and being awesome. Thank you, Musk. Sponsors are changing tomorrow, folks. That is the thing. It is a real thing. You had debris on your tires. It was real. Bro, Chris, how did it feel, man? It was an amazing battle. You guys had a great battle going on. Loved watching it. We had to bounce back and forth, but you guys had a great battle. How did it feel? How does the debris feel? You know what I mean? You still have my favorite livery. You really do. Finished 8th. How does it feel with the debris on the racetrack? When you put there was no grip, so it did feel like the tires were slipping. That's awesome. I mean, I say it's awesome. It's awesome because it means that we're getting to the point where realism across the board is awesome. Tires just do not do tire things for a few corners. I like it. See, but that's the way it's supposed to be. It's the way that the racing should be lined up. And I like, I'm seeing the tire model do a great job with the oval circuit and watching these updates come to fruition and come to life across iRacing is just it's killer. So I'm super happy about what iRacing is doing. It gives me more to talk about, but not only that, but it gives more for the drivers to have the when the new tire model comes out, it should look even better. Yeah. Well, so they're on V9 right now, so hopefully whatever they do with it when it comes to, because I know that we have the iRacing. I know that iRacing is taking a lot of what they've learned and what they're using for the development of the NASCAR Next Gen console game, or the NASCAR, whatever they call it, NASCAR 25 or whatever it's called. I know they're taking a lot of what they're doing there and they're trying to implement it here. I cannot wait for the new graphics engine that they're going to be using for iRacing. That is what I'm looking forward to the most. I don't care if it burns my computer down. I want this to look closer to real life as for you folks that I can get. That's what I want. That's what I want to be able to do. It's what I want to be able to see. I want you folks to truly be able to shine, because if you're running 1440p and you know we're as close as we can get. But if we can get ourselves into the most realistic form of racing, and they're making those leaps and bounds to get there, I want it to be able to look that way too. It's going to be good. You need to update your photo on SDK. Haven't had a haircut since May of 2020. Honestly, you're running 72 frames on a 3060 VR. Well, you know what? 60 frames is all you need, but frames win games. So, yeah, there's so much that they could do. It's so much they could do. But I want to thank LaRue, thank Sim 500, thank you all for getting out there watching and showcasing what you guys are doing. A ton of fun, entertaining season. Kevin King, your series champion. Yeah, but you know what? Jacob getting the old victory today showed just how fast those Fords are. You guys are awesome. So thank you to everybody for being out there. As always, I want to make sure that we continue to dress to impress. Again, sponsors changes tomorrow, so look out for those. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Be good, be safe, be kind of one another. It's the most important factor of life. Later, man. Hey, well, hopefully we get to see a season 2. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I was supposed to be calling a dirt series tonight. They were supposed to start tonight. I wasn't actually supposed to be here for this race, but I said that if I could be here, I was going to be here because I like finishing things out. If things kind of got kerfuffled when it came to the holidays, so they had to move back a week, and my deadline was to end on today, but it worked out, which is awesome because then I got to get out here to see the final race, and I liked it. So I'm supposed to have a dirt series that's supposed to start, and I'm still waiting for them to get with me. And if it can turn out to be that I can call another race or call another season, it would be awesome. It'd be great to be able to do so. But I'm waiting. I'm in a hurry up and wait mode. So I do like it, and it'll be great to see more. It would be. Thank you to, again, Sim 500, LaRue, and, of course, folks, we appreciate you all. Be good, be safe, be kind of one of the most important factor of life. We will see you for sure for the Xfinity Series next season with this season, or with Sim 500, so we're still a part of that. Yeah, more racing each and every day. Be good. See you in the next one. Peace out.